Hey everybody, this is Lewis. This is Billionaire Vlog number 5, and I wanted to talk to you about a couple subjects today. Those subjects are going to be money versus currency. I know you're like, what? They're the same thing. No, they're not. As a matter of fact, money is something that you keep, save, you hold on to for dear life. And currency is something you spend like it's going out of style. As a matter of fact, you want to get rid of it so fast because you know what? It loses value. See, the word current comes from obviously the Latin meaning to flow, okay? And so therefore, basically, you have to keep money, not money, but currency circulating, okay, in and out of markets. Because if you don't, it'll lose value, okay? The US dollar is no longer money. Let me dispel that myth right now, okay? The US dollar is a currency. As of 1971, August 15th, Richard Nixon and his lovely self took us off the, the gold standard. So basically, after a 2-day meeting at Manat Island, he destroyed the U.S. dollar. Okay, what that means to you is that you are no longer supposed to save your currency, your U.S. dollar. You need to spend it. And no, I'm not talking about running to JCPenney's or a Gap or something to buy whatever latest fashion is. I'm talking about taking that currency and locking it into an asset, okay, like real estate, like commodities, and let me explain what gold is. Gold is money. Silver is money, okay? Something that has an intrinsic value, all right? I don't know if any of you ever saw a silver certificate. The U.S. dollar used to say this is redeemable in 1 ounce of silver, okay? Not anymore. Because when gold and silver were intrinsically locked into the dollar, then you could actually go to your bank and say, I would like a ounce of silver, please, and they would give it to you. But the thing about it is now that, it takes about, $1,200 to actually get an ounce of gold right now, about $17 to get an ounce of silver. So basically, you can see how the actual value of the dollar plummeted, which actually caused the asset silver and gold to skyrocket in value. Okay, so that's really what happens. It's not that because gold's getting more precious metal or silver is becoming more of a precious metal that is going up in value. It's not because of the supply and demand aspect, which it does have a very small factor in it. Okay, but when it comes to the actual value of those things, it's because of the depreciation of the dollar, the U.S. dollar. Okay, right now the U.S. dollar is the International Monetary Fund standard. And if that ever stops being the case, then only those who have gold and silver are going to be rich. Everybody else, if you can imagine having $60,000 in US dollars and it going down to its absolute value, which is zero, then you've got 60,000 pieces of paper that have no value. They won't be dollars anymore. Those dollars wouldn't mean anything, okay? It'll just be 60,000 pieces of paper, or the denomination of 60,000, maybe you've got, $6,000 bills? I don't know, do the math. But the point of the matter is that you need to take your currency and lock it into assets. That would be real estate, business, or paper assets. And I'm kind of hesitant on paper stocks and bonds and stuff like that, but realistically, real estate, businesses, and you want to also purchase commodities, okay? Commodities like gold and silver and other precious metals and possibly oil, okay? People don't understand, and they're not the same thing. You got to treat them such, okay? You want to get rid of currency as fast as possible and lock it into something with a real value, like gold, silver, and the other things I mentioned. And money, you want to hoard, okay, because you're going to need it down the line. What I recommend as far as budgeting is concerned, this is straight out of Robert Kiyosaki's book, Increasing Your Financial IQ, okay? Basically, you want to take 10% of your earnings and you want to put that inside of savings. You want to take 10% of your earnings, you want to also put that inside of investing. You want to take another 10% and put it into giving, okay? When I say savings, I do not mean a bank account. I will never mean a bank account. When I say savings, you want to put it into silver and gold. Right now, silver is probably your best bet because it's a lot cheaper. I don't know anybody who's making about $1,200 a week, so they can actually put $1,200 up in gold because that's how much it's going to cost you to actually buy an ounce of gold. But silver is really easy to do, so you can actually take 10% of your earnings and buy a ton of silver. That's what I suggest. And then hoarding the rest of it, you know, basically putting money aside, currency aside, excuse me, for investing, like in stocks, okay? And there's a lot of things you can actually do when it comes to stocks, but I'll get into that later on in another video, okay? You guys rate, comment, subscribe. Seriously, I would like to know what you think. I want to know if there's anything I could do to maybe answer a few questions that you have. As a matter of fact, I would love to get your questions and answer them in my next video, okay? So please rate my videos. Let me know what you think of them. Comment often and subscribe. Okay, I do this for you guys. I'm gonna get rich, okay? But I like to take as many people with me as possible. All right, that's it. It's only, what, 9:52 this wonderful Saturday evening. I'm gonna spend the rest of my time with my wife. You guys take care. Have a good one. Bye.